What the heck is going on, guys? How's everybody today? Today we are here with a video on the top 3 and 4-star monsters. We are going to be including 3-star light and darks as well in this list. These are the top 10 must makes. As you guys can see, I'm running a team right now. It's a speed dungeon team for this spider chick that I've been running. So right now I'm clearing 14 just because I need to get some better runes, but my fastest time with it is 15. And I'm averaging about 20 seconds clear time and very minimal failing. So just because the damage is so quick that you hopefully just kill her before any stuff can go wrong. If you don't kill her before stuff goes wrong though, you fail. But with that being said, let's get into the tier list. So I'm going to start by showing you the guys I've built so far, and then we'll go over the last few that I still think you guys should build that I'm currently working on. So first monster I want to show is going to be Hela. So she's very beneficial for several dungeons. The fact that she's dark helps her, helps you be able to use her in multiple farming dungeons, especially since usually the last boss is light. So she's pretty good. So her first skill is just attack. Her second skill here has a 62% chance to stun, which is awesome. And it says here, flaps its wings to attack the enemy target 2 times and stuns the start target with a certain chance if the last hit critically hits. And then this skill here, which is her really good one, it reads, uses its ferocious claws to attack the enemy target, and each hit has a certain chance to apply death down and damage taken down, which I think is like a brand.
Damage taken up.
Sorry, damage taken up. I apologize, but yeah, it's like a brand. Additionally activates the link skill 2 times. So it has the death down with a 53% rate, 53% chance to land the damage taken up, so the brand. And then sign of death here.
It's the exact same.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
So she's pretty cool. The next monster I want to show is Naomi. So she is the Wind Marshal Cat. She is another really awesome unit. So her first skill again just attacks the enemy. Sorry, her basic attack. And then her first skill here punches hard to attack the enemy and applies crit damage taken up. Applies an additional attack down if the target is a boss. So she's really good for bosses. Not super great for PvP, of course. And then her ultimate skill here, or sorry, her third skill, lightly jumps and kicks the target enemy to attack bleed. But this is the big one here. So this is her passive, right? Yeah. So this is what really matters and what makes her amazing. So increase the crit rate and crit damage based on the number of harmful effects on the target when dealing damage with skills. So it says per harmful effect, she puts crit rate up on herself by 10%. And per target's harmful effect, she puts crit damage up 15%. So when you run these two together, you end up having a lot of damage. She puts bleed on too. Yeah, she puts bleed on here with her
and crit damage taken
third
up.
skill.
So you have like double brand, defense break, the bleed.
Lots and lots of harmful effects. So it makes her do crazy damage.
And you don't have skill ups in her yet, so that goes like way up when you go to 4-star or 4 of 4 for the skill. Okay. And then with the 4 harmful effects on each one, she's getting 60% crit rate and 80% crit damage.
Yeah, so like almost max. So for the crit rate, so it's going to be really nice. And then the next character here, or the next monster here that I was using in that team is going to be Lynn. So you can get her from the Monster Story spot. So she is a easily attainable free-to-play unit as well. So her basic attack is really good. So you want to make sure you build her with a lot of attack speed. Deals damage based on the target's max HP to the enemy target, and deals increased damage if the target is a boss. So it says here it's 5% of the target's max HP. So every basic attack, she's taking 5% off of his HP. So the faster you can get her skills, the better. Her second skill shoots an arrow to deal damage based on the target's max HP to the enemy target, and increases the crit damage if the target is a boss. And this time it's 15%, so this is a really good skill as well. And then her third skill here is very similar. Shoots a powerful arrow to deal damage based on the target's max HP to the enemy target, and increases the damage to the target if it is a boss. Uses retreat shot, so she like pushes herself backwards. And this one's for 20% of the boss's max HP. So this is a really good skill. And then next on the list that I have is Shannon. So her first skill just attacks the enemy. Her second skill creates an explosion to attack the enemy within an area and applies attack down. Additionally, applies def down if the attack only hits one enemy. So when you're fighting just one boss, she's going to guaranteed put attack down on it as well. So, sorry, defense down on it as well, which is really good for damage. And then her third skill here applies attack up and defense up to nearby allies and decreases attack down and defense down by 1 each. Okay, and the next 3-star on the list here is going to be Kona. So I believe this is from Monster Journal as well, but it's a 3-star, so it's easily obtainable. So first skill is attacks the enemy target. Second skill spreads its wings to decrease the skill cooldown of team members, including itself. This skill is not affected by other team members' skill cooldown effect. So it decreases it by 35%, so that's really good. And then his last skill here spreads its wings to recover HP of nearby allies and removes electric shock. Applies mana, regen, and speed up to the team summoner when the effect is successfully removed. The recovery amount is based on its max HP. And then next we have Chloe. Chloe's a gem, so her first skill here just attacks the enemy target. Her second skill raises the staff to recover HP of all allies and applies invincibility to the team member and itself if the target's HP is below a certain ratio. The recovery amount is based on its max HP. So it says to caster when team member's HP is below 30%. Invincibility is for 5 seconds. So that's pretty cool. And then her last skill here applies invincibility to nearby allies and removes all harmful effects on invincible allies. The next person I have here is Ramahan. So this is the Wind Inugami. So he's a good stripper. That's why he is on the list. He also does some decent damage as well. So his basic attack here is huge. It says attacks the enemy target and decreases its skill cooldown with a certain chance if the target has a beneficial effect. So he's another monster that you want to make sure you build speed on. And then his second skill scratches the enemy target with claws to attack and remove a beneficial effect, applies attack up to itself, and successfully removes the effect. So again, just another stripping skill. And then his third skill bites the enemy target with sharp teeth to attack and apply def down. In addition, decreases the enemy's level of beneficial effect. So that is it for the ones I actually have built, but there is a couple more monsters on this list. So the first one I want to show you is, I never know how to say his name. Chad is going to say his name.
Riccadia?
Riccadia. So his first skill here attacks the enemy target. His second skill swings a club to deal damage based on its defense to the enemy target 2 times and applies unrecoverable with a certain chance. And his third skill howls loudly to recover HP nearby allies. The recovery amount is based on the number of surviving team members. Recover 9% of max HP. Recovery amount based on the number of surviving group members.
But if you skill them up, which should be really easy because the Yeti.
Yep.
It goes up like one more skill. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it goes up to 16%. So is that per, or is that if everyone's alive?
I think that's per for some reason because my guy heals for crazy amounts.
So he's a super strong healer, and he's a 3-star, so very easy to skill up and get him max leveled and stuff like that as well. So another really good monster. And we have 2 left here, so we're going to go Lulu first. Okay, so Lulu, he's the Water Howl, so I haven't summoned this yet because I suck, I guess. So the first skill attacks the enemy target. Second skill recovers the HP of the target ally and itself, applies defense up. The recovery amount is based on its max HP. And skill 3 here, which is what really makes him super important. So it says here, removes a harmful effect on nearby allies and recovers their HP. The recovery amount is based on its max HP. So he's one of the very few free-to-play units that does remove harmful effects. So he can be very beneficial in quite a few of the dungeons.
He's like, I think he's the only one that just removes a harmful effect. All the other ones say, like, it's on other effects up here. Yeah, all the other ones, I always have some type of stipulation. See, all these guys are NAT5s. There's the Light Salamander, but I think he only does it to himself. And there's the Fire Garuda. He does, but he's not as good.
So, very awesome unit there as well. And then last but not least is going to be another light monster. Okay, and it's going to be Gruda. So this is the light 3-star bird. So his first skill here attacks the enemy target. His second skill spreads its wings to decrease the skill cooldown of team members, including itself. This skill is not affected by other team members' skill cooldown effect. So if you were to use him and Kona together, it wouldn't stack, right?
No.
And then his third skill spreads its wings to recover HP of nearby allies and revives a dead team monster. Decreases the cooldown of this skill if there are no team members to revive. So he is very, very good as well. However, you have to kind of choose between him and Hela.
Yeah, unless you get lucky and summon one of them.
Yeah, because you only get the one selection for the 3-star Light and Dark. But I definitely recommend either using Tion or Hela for that.
I definitely recommend Hela in my opinion.
Hela for me as well. That's why I have Hela and not this guy.
Tion's just slightly better than Kona.
Yeah, it's more
and
the revive.
No one does what Hela does. Hela's just the best for doing all the dungeons.
Yeah, I think Hela is probably my new favorite on this list right now, and I just made her, and I'm already loving her.
I think that they force you to build Lid, kind of, right?
Yep.
By doing the monster story.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think if you build Hela and Naomi, that's like a good speed clearing team. And they should be able to speed clear almost all the dungeons, except for the fire ones.
Yeah.
And the fire ones, you're going to have to find someone to fill in for Naomi. If you started at the very start, when we started,
you probably
most people got Theo. Because they gave out so many summons at the start of the game. And
he's a good replacement for the fire dungeons, speed clear teams.
Yeah, he does as much, well, maybe not quite as much damage as Naomi, but like he'll hold his own.
Yeah. So, hopefully you guys were able to learn something in this video. As always, please be sure to like and comment and hit that big red subscribe button down below. We appreciate you guys as always, and we will catch you guys in the next one.